Calaroga Shark Media.
From the Democratic National Convention in Chicago, where tan suits are all the rage, this is Ballot.
That's right. I busted out my tan suit last night, and let's just say 3 words. Hotties for Harris. Let's hit this. You know, it's a truth universally acknowledged that if you're a woman in politics, your wardrobe will be analyzed more thoroughly than a reality TV star's Instagram feed. And Kamala Harris just proved she's not immune to the fashion police. Or, let's be honest, the fashion paparazzi. So Kamala shows up at the Democratic National Convention in a tan suit. Yes, you heard that right. Not just any tan suit, but a suit that's giving us all flashbacks to Barack Obama's infamous tan suit drama. Remember that? Republicans lost their collective minds like he'd shown up in a Hawaiian shirt and flip-flops to discuss the economy. Unpresidential, they cried. Peter King basically clutched his pearls, saying, "I don't think any of us can excuse what the president did yesterday. You'd think Obama had declared war on Thanksgiving." But back to Kamala. Was this a masterstroke of trolling? Or did she just not get the memo that tan suits are apparently the devil's work? Some folks on X, formerly known as the place where rational discourse goes to die, were quick to speculate. Hashtag tan suit started trending like it was 2014 all over again. Maybe Kamala was just off duty, pulling a casual Reagan move. Yeah, Ronald Reagan, who rocked tan suits like he was auditioning for Mad Men, and apparently didn't give a flying fig what Fox News thought. But Kamala's no stranger to sending messages through her wardrobe. Whether it's nodding to her sorority with pearls on the cover of Vogue, or turning a pair of Converse into a fashion statement, she knows how to work an outfit. And let's not forget the Harris Waltz merch, a hunting cap that raised a cool $1 million in a matter of hours. Because nothing says, "I'm your next president," like a stylish cap that says, "I can out-fundraise your MAGA hat any day." So while Republicans have yet to take the bait on this tan suit, you've got to wonder if they're just waiting for the perfect moment to declare it the end of American civilization as we know it. Meanwhile, Kamala's just over here, looking sharp, collecting campaign dollars, and probably laughing her head off at all the fuss. Because if there's one thing we've learned, it's that nothing screams, "I've got this," like a well-tailored tan suit. Joe Biden, remember him? Don't worry, he doesn't either. Well, folks, in the grand finale of Joe Biden's career, the man who's been saying, "I'm gonna retire," for about as long as we've all been pretending to eat kale, found himself, ironically, past his bedtime on the East Coast. You can almost hear the grumbling. "America, I gave my best to you," Biden said, "and in return you gave me the 11 p.m. slot. Thanks a lot." But hey, while Joe was busy closing up shop with a speech that should have come with its own dose of melatonin, the Democrats were busy ushering in the new guard. Kamala Harris is the star of this show now, and let's just say, she's not here for Biden's early bird special. Her surprise appearance, complete with Beyoncé's Freedom blaring in the background, was like a shot of espresso for the crowd. "When we fight, we win," she declared, as the crowd, fully caffeinated, echoed back with enough energy to power a small city. And then there was Hillary Clinton, dropping in to remind us all that the future is here, as if she didn't spend the last decade being that friend who just won't stop talking about the time they almost won the big game. But we get it, Hills. If anyone knows about the glass ceiling, it's you. And let's be honest, she's probably still finding shards of it in her hair. But this wasn't just the Kamala and Hillary show. The Dems rolled out a lineup so diverse, it looked like the cast of a progressive Netflix series. AOC had the crowd chanting her initials like she's a pop star, while Mayor Karen Bass reminded us that she and Kamala go way back, before TikTok was even a thing. Labor was there too, with UAW President Shawn Fain rocking a red t-shirt that read "Trump's a scab." Subtlety? Never heard of her. Finally, Steve Kerr, fresh off an Olympic gold medal win, took the stage to give Kamala Harris a coach's pep talk. He also gave a shout-out to her running mate, Governor Tim Walz, who apparently used to coach high school football. "Coach to coach, that guy's awesome," Kerr said, and you could almost see Waltz blushing in the background. In other news, Donald Trump has once again demonstrated his unique way of interpreting reality, or rather, creating his own version of it. At a rally in Pennsylvania, he casually asked, "Why are we having an election?" after boasting about an imaginary 93% approval rating. Now, in Trump's world, this might seem like a fair question, but here in the land of logic and democracy, it's downright puzzling. Let's break it down. Trump was lamenting the fact that the Democrats, in his view, didn't go through a proper nominating process before rallying behind Kamala Harris. So naturally, his train of thought led him to question why we're even bothering with elections at all. It's almost as if he thinks polling numbers, or in this case, figments of his imagination, should be enough to declare a winner. Who needs democracy when you have numbers you just made up, right? Today's winner of the Nice Head Award goes to J.D. Vance. J.D.'s recent comments on Fox News Sunday, where he compared giving Vice President Kamala Harris control over inflation policy to giving Jeffrey Epstein control over human trafficking policy, have stirred up more than just controversy. Following his remarks, a photo of Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, along with their respective partners at the time, Melania Trump and Ghislaine Maxwell, has resurfaced and is making waves online. The photo, taken at Mar-a-Lago in 2000, shows Trump and Epstein socializing, a reminder of their once close relationship. This image, coupled with the recent news that Trump's campaign may have used a private jet once owned by Epstein, has reignited discussions about Trump's past associations with the convicted sex offender. The resurfacing of these images has gained significant attention on social media, with one post receiving over 831,000 views and 28,000 likes. This has only added fuel to the ongoing debates about the former president's connections to Epstein. Despite Trump's repeated denials of any knowledge of Epstein's criminal activities and claims of a falling out with him in the early 2000s, the lingering images and past comments continue to haunt his public image. That wasn't even the worst thing Vance did. The worst thing he did was asking for Swiss. Vance might want to brush up on his Philly cheesesteak etiquette before his next campaign stop. The Republican vice presidential nominee found himself in an awkward spot when he asked the staff at Pat's King of Steaks why they didn't serve Swiss cheese on their famous sandwiches. Pat's, a Philly institution known for its classic cheesesteaks, typically offers a choice of American, provolone, or the quintessential cheese whiz. So when Vance, who doesn't even like Swiss cheese, inquired about it, the response was a polite, "We don't hate it, we just don't use it." This little cheese mishap harks back to John Kerry's 2003 campaign blunder when he dared to order a cheesesteak with Swiss, a move that might as well have been sacrilege in the city of brotherly love. Locals didn't take kindly to it back then, and while Vance's gaffe didn't seem to ruffle too many feathers this time around, it certainly earned him a spot in the cheesesteak blooper reel. At least Vance managed to tip well and share a laugh with the staff, showing he could roll with the punches, cheesesteak faux pas and all. Portions of today's program were made with the help of AI and one provolone wit.